Name?
Oh,
Why
name.
are you interested in this thing? Why are you here?
Should she go first or should I go first?
We can try to keep it short.
Okay, this is Wendy de Wiesel, mascot of the European chapters working together on the EU policy, and she is thinking maybe she wants to become a mascot of the user group.
Wikipedia
User group, and I'm from Belgium, Netherlands, and do education program, and I'm Romana, and I'm Nicola, so.
Just a quick ask. I'm trying to record this.
Yes.
Is that okay for everyone? Hi, I'm Liang from Taiwan. Doing education program in Taiwan and also a board member of Wikimedia Taiwan. Yes.
I'm Sarah Mortzel. I'm with the education program in Sweden, and I've
Yes.
also been part of the collab and now the proposed user group.
Okay, lovely.
Hi, my name is Vojta. I am from Wikimedia Czech Republic, and that's probably it. I used to be in charge of education back in the times in 2012 or 13.
Hi, my name is Cristina Luli. I'm from Argentina. I'm the education manager of Wikimedia Argentina chapter.
I'm Philip from Wikimedia Serbia. I've been doing education for years. Years!
1,000 years.
Almost.
My name's Katja and I'm from Wikimedia Germany. And I work with these two.
Okay.
My name is Sarah and I'm working at Wikimedia Deutschland as well. And my focus is open science.
Abu Science.
Yeah, open science.
Hi, Ty.
I'm late, but I'm Ty. I'm with the Wikimedia Foundation, and I support our communities in the Middle East and Africa.
Hi, I'm Judith from Wikimedia Norway, working on education and gender gap.
Hi, I'm Christina from Wikimedia Deutschland as well, working on the education program over there. Yeah.
Hi, my name's Ewan. I work at the University of Edinburgh as the Wikimedia in residence.
Hi, my name is Ben Vershbau. I started at the foundation on Monday, heading up the community programs team, which includes education, GLAM, and Wikipedia library. So.
I'm Frank. I'm with Wiki Education, and we're based in San Francisco.
Lovely.
We have a newcomer.
Would you like to say something? This is also a video recording.
Well, I'm Salvar from Reykjavik, Iceland, and I teach at the University of Iceland School of Education, and I use Wikipedia, and I've been involved in Wikipedia since 2006.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a long
Where did
way.
you say you are from?
Iceland?
Wow.
Yeah.
Hello, Liang.
Hello, Anna. Would you like to say introduction to everyone?
My name is Anna. I'm the Executive Director of Wikimedia Argentina. That's all now.
Yeah. Brief and quick. Salvador, yeah.
I'm Salvador, I'm an affiliations committee member, and I'm here to facilitate the creation of new groups because we love affiliates. Thank you.
Yeah. Someone else not? It's all done?
Yeah.
Then hand back to Vahid. I'll just put this here.
So, as you know, since June, there's been a proposition from a group of, let's say, education experts, people that have been working in the field of education and the movement for a long time, to create a new user group that would focus especially on facilitating conversations and learning around the topic of education in our movement. And it so happens that the initial proponents were members of the collab, the Education Collaborative, but the idea was to dissolve that group and now create a user group, something that is more familiar within our movement, and an organization that would be much more open than the collab could ever be, right? So that's the proposition. And so during Wikimania, we wanted to see who else was interested in participating in the user group, and also what your expectations could be for the group, and initially try to see how we could make this group work for our whole movement, right? So that those are questions and that we have, and there might also be some comments of what your expectations or your desires for this group to be. The group has not yet been approved by AFCOM. The request has been made to AFCOM, and so we're waiting on, there's an answer pending from AFCOM regarding the creation of the user group. So let's get the conversation started. Yeah.
Okay. We as an affiliates, because we weren't really involved in the collab. We had a person that was also part of the chapter, that was Melina, and then we weren't. We didn't know there was something gray there that we didn't know if we were part of or not. We as an affiliates, because we understand that the user groups are users, and that the question that comes from our chapter is that we as an affiliates, how can we be involved, or how can we support, or which is our situation if we want to be part of it, or because we want to be part of it as affiliate and not as maybe as individuals. How is gonna be this working? This is our main question, to support it, or yeah, that's the question we have. I don't know if someone.
Yeah. So we understand that it's a gray area because it is new in our movement that affiliates could become linked to another affiliate in that type of way.
Does any of the other affiliate-related people want to respond to their approaching it?
Exactly.
Sweden, Czech Republic.
It's unclear.
Yeah.
So we as a chapter also have that question. But I think of it as a possibility to have partnerships between my chapter and the user group with experts on what we're also carrying out in Sweden. So but so that's from me. But from the chapter as a whole, we're also wondering about how best to go about it.
I think the ambitions are currently not so high to form some high standards collaborations between the affiliate and the user group. Basically, if you want to have a member in the user group and it's gonna be your employee or not, no one's going to mind, and if it's positive for you, you should probably do it because there's gonna be a lot of exchange of ideas, of common resources. We will work together on tools such as dashboard. If you don't want your employee time to be spent on that, it's probably okay too. I totally understand as a head of the board that not everyone wants to spend their employees' time on that. But there will be no exclusivity involved. The members of the user group will have no privileges in, for example, organizing local projects. There will be no groundwork involved in the user group. It's not going to organize local programs. Go to universities and talk to teachers. That's not what the user group is for. It's actually a second level of organization of our education projects.
Other ideas of how what collaboration between affiliate staff or affiliate workers could be involved in participating in the user group?
I'm hoping that it's just going to be a place where people that need to lobby for better tools for education programs can come together. It seems that it only happens if more people sort of say that it's going to be necessary. Like things like word count is quite important for education. It doesn't seem that we have that as standard, and the programs and events dashboard isn't at the same level as the Wikipedia dashboard. But we need to sort of en masse lobby for that to happen. Otherwise, sharing resources, rubrics, that's what I'm hoping.
That's exactly what I also have in mind. Yeah.
Sorry. sorry, I have questions because I don't understand them. For you everything. No, you're saying that that the group is going to be focused on developing resources and tools, and that all the people will use around the movement. For example, that resources and tools that apply to my local context. How are you going to reach what we need? I mean, for example, in Argentina, because something that is developed for, I don't know, high technology, I don't know, context, doesn't apply for Wikimania Argentina, for example, doesn't apply for Ecuador, doesn't apply. So how can we, is something that we are going to work together, for example? Is something that the user group is going to ask to the staff, or we have to have someone from the staff inside to work on that and adapt all these materials and tools to our realities too? Because also, if you, for example, feel that the global trends in education go this way or the other way and the other way, how are we going to be involved as chapters in knowing in advance what you are thinking? That way we can design programs and projects aligned to what the group also is thinking. I mean, so how are you gonna, it's something that is gonna be worked in advance. For example, I don't know, maybe send an email and say, we are thinking in developing materials to, I don't know, evaluate assignments. Do you have any input from Wikimedia Argentina? Do you have any input from, I don't know, from your local context? Do you have any input from Ecuador or Mexico? Because I think that it would be, it's important, because if not, maybe I have a super great brochure that I can use in my context, and we are doubling efforts because we still have to do it, and you are doing it, and it would be great to coordinate this in terms of tools. I think everybody needs tools. I think that we are doing a lot of things around the movement in terms of education, and there are a lot of tools that are replicate in different ways, and it makes completely sense that maybe...
That's exactly why we are starting this user group. Well, the collaboration used to be quite similar in the old collab, so we created a tool or a brochure which was useful for not just one group or individual, but for several projects all over the world. So people who will be in this group can efficiently collaborate on creating resources that they can all use. That's probably the idea.
Yeah, I second that. And I think this will be like the platform for sharing teaching materials and building the infrastructure for all affiliates or communities who is using or trying to apply education program in their own local context. But there will be English infrastructure, but the English infrastructure should be very customizable for every local area. For example, the dashboard, the outreach dashboard, should be linked to any languages, not only the dashboard of WikiEd that only links to English Wikipedia, but Chinese Wikisource, Armenian Wiktionary. So that infrastructure, I think, is one of the key thing that me personally want to build and want to share together in the soon to build user group. And hopefully I think the user group is still in the process, and hope that's my second and my this is my conclusion anyway. Yeah. Please.
I think what we are thinking of is that the user group will be a place to actually not create analysis on our own, but actually to a space for conversation and together creating the analysis of those trends, together deciding on what shape or form the tools need to be, and then together, as we agree on that, we can make a better case of what resources we need and how to implement them. So it's not separate from the rest of the affiliates. On the contrary, the invitation is for the affiliates to participate in and give their input and have a better result, a better outcome, because everybody can participate in it. Right?
And also, you're right. Probably none of us know what it's like to be in Argentina. You know that best, and what your local context is. So if we can work together to create something that's useful for you, but you would have to do the input. You're the one who knows best how that's done. But anyway, we can do this together. We don't have to. Maybe we can do this together and create a resource that can be used for a totally different group in Argentina, for example, who might not be related to Wikimedia Argentina at all, but wants to do education. Like, that's possible, right? So I think what we're doing, we're just here to give options. And we don't really have to work together. You can do it in-house, and that's fine. You can just submit it or just say, hey, user group, this is what we've created. Maybe someone will find it useful. Maybe there is a place on this huge earth where, we have similar situations. So in terms of tech, in terms of culture, in terms of whatever. So that might be useful. That's at least my point of view.
Yeah, I mean, we think that if we are going to be all doing the same, the best thing is working together.
Yes.
I mean, that's what we feel.
That was the prime idea behind the group.
Sorry, there's a session starting here. People need to pass through here, so
over here. I'll move.
Wow. That's so easy, man. Shall we, people are leaving, yeah.
So Anna, you were saying?
No, I was saying that, of course, we feel, something that came out also from our course, I think that it's not about us, it's also from our course that was this issue about how the affiliates could be involved. And of course we feel that we are all doing together. We know that education is an area that is very, there has a lot of volunteers around the movement, and we value this so much. But how this, again, it was about how we can work together in the local context within the global context. I mean, how can we all together write or set all these global trends that maybe can guide our programs in the future, your program, my programs, her programs, everybody's programs, also of course with the local view. I mean, nobody else that the volunteers in the local context know what is working in your context. I mean, so how could we work on that effectively
The short answer is I don't think there's one answer. It's this complex thing, I think every sort of cooperation will require something new, something with its own flavor, and I guess we'll have to think about it when it comes to that. I think that's my opinion. I don't think there's a catch-all way to do these things.
So just one comment though, and we're going to get to everyone, but it's not the goal of the user group to implement local activities, right? So that's clear. And at the same time, I don't think that the education user group will tell a chapter, you have to do this.
No.
That doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah, I know that, but if there's a group that is working in a trend, I mean, it would be great if I can align my projects and my ideas to a trend. I mean,
if you want to,
if
right?
I want, of course. But we are in the same movement. I mean, we are all in the same movement, and I think that more or less we're doing the same in education. I mean, different contexts,